The next game in the Michigan Dynasty today, we take on the Badgers of Wisconsin. Normal home uniforms on tonight's team. Let's see how this game goes. Thanks for watching, and go Blue.
Welcome to the Big House, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see, the winners of 3 straight, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Michigan Wolverines. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Wolverines will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Wisconsin's offense will get first crack at it today. They're going to have to contend with a group of linebackers, Jesse, who wreak havoc all over the field.
Well, they say speed kills in college football, and I think that's what makes this position group so special. It's really hard to get the ball to the perimeter because of these linebackers and their sideline-to-sideline speed. But, David, in passing situations, they can also blitz and get after your quarterback. What's this offense going to do?
Well, remember in our day, man, like you had hammers, right? They were just big physical guys. Now you've seen the...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And that's the first sack of the day. But I'll tell you what, this team's been doing it so far throughout the season. They're in the top 10 in sacks for a reason. They pin their ears back and they get after quarterbacks.
Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Hauls it in. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Not difficult, not complicated, but early in the game, get in that rhythm. Find that timing with the wide receiver so you're set up for success. Then you go attack deep later on.
Here's the pressure. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Badgers will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. So Michigan's offense has the ball for the first time. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well, but you better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
On the ground, it's Haynes. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Great job by that defender. I mean, he timed that snap count perfectly, got into the backfield and created the negative play.
Can't hang on, he muffs it.
And that was almost a huge mistake by special teams. On the punt return, fumbling the football, they are so lucky that they jumped on that ball and that their offense is now going to take the field because that could have been disastrous.
Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And quarterback, receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Dropping back, it's Edwards. Got his man in the middle. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. The Wolverines with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Turning it on! Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. It's McCulley. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Takes the handoff. It's Haynes. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. He hurls one deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Wolverines pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Just outside the red zone at the 21, but it's 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Firing to the right, complete. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, 1st and goal from the 7.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a 1st down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. And he's run out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they keep him out of the end zone for the moment. And they've moved closer and closer, and still they need 2 yards, 3rd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water, gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They give it to him again. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Big noise in the big house for this huge 3rd down play. Back to throw, it's Edwards. Got his man downfield. At midfield, he's got room. He's loose. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run from the shotgun. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
And this is the area of the field where it gets really, really tough. Because the red zone, you know you got to run the football more. Well, this defense is #1 in the nation against the run. So I look for this offense to be more physical, be creative, try to find ways to run the ball against this defense that is so dynamic.
Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And it's no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Might be changing the route. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that out.
That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is, no matter who the players are, it's a tradition. It's physicality. That's how they built this brand at Michigan. And I think no matter who's there, it's going to be how they continue to build on that tradition.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. That's caught. It's more. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot.
Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wolverines will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. They'll get this drive started from the 29. Off the play fake on first down. Finds his tight end.
Look at that, just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the grab. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After that last completion, it's second down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the defense has been able to get after this guy early and often in this game, and it's affecting his accuracy, and it's affecting this offense's ability to throw the football consistently.
Here's a heat. The sweet feet buy a little time. QB got it himself. And he picks up enough for the first down. We'll see if they get another snap here in the first quarter. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. So after the break, they'll go back to work. The give to the tailback.
And you want to run the football. I mean, that's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add them down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing out a little bit.
Wide receiver comes in motion. action. Here comes the heat. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
Man, how about this defense, man? That's the third sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. It's complete. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
That's a really big completion for the offense. And look, I know they didn't get the first down, but because of it, they're now set up in 4th and very short. And if you're the head coach, you're thinking very long and hard if you're going to go for this one now because of that success you had on that play.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Caught over the middle. It's Haynes. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He'll pull it on the read. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The play action fake. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete. Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw. It's Keene. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. And the Wolverines will try to pin them back with the punt. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game.
Banging, slithering, whatever it takes to get that ball up to the 32. They'll run play action. Almost had the completion, just missed it. The Badgers will call on their punt team. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. The toss to the outside. Great move, now he's got room. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Wolverines come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They thought if they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll make the fair catch at the 13, and they will have less than favorable field position here. Here comes the offense back onto the field. The give. Good surge up front, give him 4 out to the 18. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Got the 1st down, looking for more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Ball's in the deep ball. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
There to stop him after a pickup of 1 to the 22. More than 100,000 making their presence felt. A huge 3rd down here in the big house. Breaks into the open. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin.
Man, what a nice touchdown run, and this is a team effort, right? It's got to start with the offensive line to give you that crease, and then the wide receivers start to kick in, and the running back, he handles the rest. Nice touchdown run.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, you can make a good case. This is the game of the week in the Big 12. TCU is running away with this one thanks to an offense that hasn't been stopped since that group stepped off the bus. They're up 14 over Colorado. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 clash of the Titans, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
Makes the catch. It's Moore. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They could tie the game here with a field goal, but instead looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. The Wolverines have this offense rolling. From the gun, running back on the move. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Got 3 on 1st down at 2nd and 7. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. And the Wolverines looking to convert on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that 1st down.
Takes the handoff. It's Hester. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain.
Not enough space. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. They'll try to run it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Michigan.
Touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left. We're going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the 1st half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
How about this defense in this game so far? Already 5 sacks, and we're only in the 2nd quarter. I think if you're the offensive coordinator, you have got to start mixing up these play calls, moving the pocket, get your quarterback away from danger, because it's obvious. This offensive line, they cannot hold up, and they cannot get it done.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. It's incomplete, and they tried to get one on the board before the break and couldn't quite make the connection. And the Badgers will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. So here comes the Michigan offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box. I think we got to...
Oh, he's got some space. And he'll have enough for the 1st down at the 42. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Well, jet sweep pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
Catch in the middle. It's Klein. Knocked off his feet.
It's important on offense to get the tight ends involved in the passing game. These are big fellas that can run. This guy's a big target, so nice job on that play.
They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. Not much to gain on a punt, so here they come on 4th and short from the 50. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. The Wolverines are rolling down the field. Looking to throw, it's Keene. Quickly out to the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run, a pickup of 6. Got 6 on first down, now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grab near the marker, it's Cleescorn. This senior showed some serious arm strength firing that one in for the first down. Quarterback on the keeper. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback in the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
They'll give it to the back. He is stopped inside the 15 at the 14-yard line, and an interesting call here on 4th down. They'll send out the kicker to try to salvage this drive. Right down the boulevard, it's good. The lead now 7 here in the 3rd quarter.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. They'll go to work, trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. They'll leave it with him. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Edwards. Fires complete on the crosser. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
What a great play. Winning one-on-one, getting home and getting a sack, and that kind of effort is going to get the big house fired up. These 100,000-plus Michigan Wolverine fans are on their feet screaming because of that dominant play right there coming from their D-line.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Looking to fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dupree. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Bringing the heat. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Working the middle. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The Badgers will snap it on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Had to throw it before he wanted. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They go to the ground. Not much there on the run. He gets 1 to the 31. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to take the 3. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of... They got it. It's blocked. And they got it.
Yeah, and a lot of times in field goal blocking, you load up one side, they load up the left side, push all the guys backwards, slip through the crack, get their hand up, and get the big block. Nice job.
From the shotgun, the inside give. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Man, who says you can't run up the middle anymore, right? Everybody thinks, I got to make big plays. I got to go way out to the left, way out to the right, way out in space. Nope, right down the middle. Nice blocking. How about the running back? You could tell the speed, the wheels, does a great job getting down the field, making a huge rushing play.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Using his legs, it's Marshall. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
And the Wolverines line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To throw, it's Keene. Throws to the wideout. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down? Starts a drive trying to go up top. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Badgers send out the punt unit. Wants to return it. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Going for the big play. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. That's caught. It's McCulley. Tackle is made at the 25-yard line, and that'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often, and with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the Wisconsin offense to go back to work. They were forced to punt on their last possession, but this time taking over with spectacular field position. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Stop is made almost immediately. 1 to the 23. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Edwards. Flips it out in the flat. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Right down the boulevard. That'll cut the lead down to 4, 17-13. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Appalachian State is ahead in this one, and we've seen this program pull off some incredible wins over the years, but they're not there yet. They're up by a field goal over Oregon State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes, you'll see it right here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Catch in the middle. It's Hester. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. It is amazing what you can do with your roster if you just refuse to have kickers. It's also amazing how you can wreck a game. And this will fall incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Off play action on 1st down. It's complete on the right side. And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the 3rd. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Scanning the field, it's Edwards. And he can't pull the trigger, and that will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. We wrap it up with a sack. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. After swapping ends of the field, they gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Smashes it between the uprights. That brings him to within 1.
And that's a nice job by this kicker bouncing back. Last field goal gets blocked. Don't worry about it. Get that thing up in the air. Long field goals sometimes are low, but he drives the ball way up in the air and drives it through the uprights.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end. There he goes! Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He'll do it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Well, he couldn't find any running room at all, and he'll end up taking a loss on the play.
Yeah, great discipline on defense, too, because if you're going to stop the option, you have to play assignment football. Everybody doing their job. There was just nowhere to go there for them.
He's going for it all. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Snagged in the middle. It's McCulley. He's not going to get there, and they'll have to give up the football. Great place to start for this offense. The give to the back. Stop just inside the 30 at the 29. It's a 10-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle. It's Mason. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. And, guys, a perfect opportunity here to take the lead late. A first down run in the red zone. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, Badgers! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this offense really showing their physicality, running the football when it matters, in the 4th quarter, in crunch time, to take the lead in this football game.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Wolverines really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Caught near the sticks. It's McCulley. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down.
Gotta love it. Some people get conservative. Some people don't want to mess up. 4th down, you could tell. He wanted that window, and he threw it as hard as he could. Throws a strike to the wide receiver. Gets the big 4th down conversion.
The Wolverines in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back, it's Keene. Got it in the middle, it's McCulley. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. This time they'll go to the running game. And they picked up 9 on 1st down. It'll bring up 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Wolverines back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep lead. Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Wolverines have it with a 1st and 10. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. The throw. He's got it on the move. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. I'm sure they hope they don't have to exhaust all 4 downs, but it probably is 4-down territory as they look to take the lead with a touchdown. Trying to punch it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wolverines.
Bringing the extra beef. It's goal line. I know what I'm going to get. I know what I'm going to do. We're going to be bigger, stronger at the point of attack, and push you around, and then the running back does the rest and finds the end zone.
And the extra point gives them a 1-point lead here in the 4th. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. Okay, here comes the Wisconsin offense onto the field. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Edwards. Rushes on him. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ballard. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's 2nd and long. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Oh, they're after him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Badgers will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on this. Gonna take a shot at this DB. Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a 4th down. The Wolverines line up to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. To the air, it's O'Neal. Fires one high and deep. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense down. Instead, they'll replay it. Off the play fake. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
And I'd be worried right now if I were this head coach. I've already had my starting quarterback knocked out of the game. I'm watching my backup quarterback now get ragdolled around as well. What can we do to protect him and give ourselves a chance to win this game?
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. So after hitting bankrupt, spinning that wheel of fortune, now this offense can tack a little more onto the lead. They have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 2nd and goal, he carries again. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Michigan! A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's O'Neal. Caught in the backfield, it's Dupree. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Well, will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. What that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
Oh, he just flat dropped it. He had the ball and didn't look it all the way in, and it'll be fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. Gets away from one, finds room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Looking to throw on first down. He just about put this game away if he'd been able to hold on to that one. Instead, it's second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Under fire. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
Mikey King will take a knee and end the ball game. Michigan wins 31-23.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end.
Today, Mikey King 20 of 31, 24. Neither quarterback threw a touchdown or a pick. Justice Haynes, 19 for 67, that touchdown. Jordan Marshall, 7 touchdown. And CJ Hester, 13 for 52, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you
Here's
can
some
tell there's
receiving
tremendous
stats, blocking
leadership
stats.
on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused.
One interception, Jair Hill.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Hallelujah from you. Thanks for watching. Hey, go blue.